we are going to do a little wet your palate real quick just to talk about what we just talked about so people know what they're in for. We got these glasses right here in front of us. We did a wheat, potato, corn, vodka tasting, blind. With a special guest who is a mogul when it comes to social media. So it was a pleasure to have her on. She gave a lot of insights. We had a ton of questions for her. There's some good learnings from it. She's a vodka lover, so we put this together for her.
It has the good idea for it.
You just said her name. Hey, bleep that out, Art.
Wait, was I not supposed to say her name?
No, she's a special guest. This is the wet your palate.
Oh, yeah.
So they got to wait to see who it is.
Well, did you tell me that, dude?
I said special guest. I would have said her fucking name.
I gave it a little wet.
Jesus
God,
Christ.
this right now? This is
Fuck you.
No, wait, hold on. We also talk about social media, TikTok, no horrible bosses today. Joe's gone. Oh, fuck it.
I'll jump in.
It better be
Dude,
fun.
I'll start it. You don't know how to start these
I
things.
do know how to start it. What?
You're an amateur podcaster. Dude,
I'm gonna take some fucking collagen right now, bro, and settle
Why
myself down.
are you eating collagen?
Because it helps your skin, your nails, your hair,
Okay.
your overall being.
How much does that thing cost?
This?
Yeah.
It's like 30.
And it lasts what, a month?
Yeah.
Oh.
Depending on how you're scooping.
So $1 a day.
Well, okay. Maybe I go through it in half a month.
Okay.
Because
you're double scooping.
I'm double scooping.
Yeah.
Well, because I want 20 grams of protein.
And you're trying to get to 220. Good luck.
I am 220. We've gone over this.
Good luck, bro. So I walk in here and I'm faced with 3 shot glasses.
Yeah.
Which is always interesting. That really raises a question. So
if you had to guess, just tell me, if you had to guess right now, you walked in, you sat down, you see this, like, what do you think's happening?
Seltzers, vodka, or gin. But I don't think it's seltzer. I don't see any bubbles. So so it's a spirit. Is what I don't think we're doing a water tasting on this podcast. And he's pouring collagen into a cup. All right, I'm not even going to comment on that. So I just came from a tour, and it was we had a group come in from Littleton, Colorado, and it was the crew from the Melting Pot restaurant in Littleton. And so I meet them at La Luna, which if anybody listening has been to Rutherford and has not gone to La Luna and gotten the super quesadilla with carnitas,
yes, please.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so meet them at La Luna. But nobody gets out of the car. They follow me into the winery right across the street, and so they get out of the van, and they're all like fucking 22, 25 years old. And I'm like, God damn! It's like one of those moments where you're like, I'm getting fucking old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good feeling. But I got to tell you, like the tour was a ton of fun. We tasted some barrels, and then we did the waxing and everything. So, and they were all, I was like, free form. Wax it however you want. And like everybody did some crazy ass shit with wax, and I was like the most advanced waxing stuff I've seen on a first timer. So they did a great job.
Well, that's a big deal for you to say.
I was impressed. Nobody's ever done that before. Yeah.
So
you're using a pen to stir your collagen into the dude. There is so much shit I want to talk right now.
You didn't have to say that on the audio.
There's
so much shit you want to talk right now, but you're not?
I just want to make sure everybody is clear that Chris just put this powder into a cup, and he's stirring it with a pen into his water. It is Vital Protein Collagen Peptides, which are supposed to help with your cellulite problem.
Yeah. What?
Is it?
That's our spot? That's our promotional spot that you just did for them?
I got it
up, dude. I was supposed to get sponsored.
I got to say, if you were more genetically gifted and you had more hair on your body, you wouldn't have to worry about your cellulite because it would cover it.
Dude, I'm advanced. Okay.
Yeah. Totally advanced.
Your hair really works well.
You grow like a little hair around your nipples, and that's it.
Wait, hold on a second. Don't you wax, bro?
Only certain parts.
Oh. Well, I don't have to. Wait. Is that good? I don't know if I should say
I just do what my woman wants. That's it. I mean, like, that's
Aww.
it. You want the smooth ride? I'll make it smooth.
Smooth ride.
Take it easy.
All right, dude. Are we gonna? Okay, so you had. I just want to sum up. Sorry, you had this great tour though. You said you saw some of the best waxing. So I think it's good to note that like sometimes you get the special opportunity to do some waxing with you on a tour.
Yeah.
You let people. I like it how you always like say get creative. You know,
Yeah.
you can do the classic dip that you do with Belle Gloss, but people get creative. So what was the craziest one you saw today that someone?
I
did?
think the best one was like they actually dipped it to where there was just a little diamond showing just part of the front label. So you could barely read Belle Gloss
whoa.
Pinot Noir, and it was just the whole bottle was covered. And she did a really good job with it.
Oh,
like,
nice.
I was
It was
impressed.
a diamond.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like that. Like that.
All right, we should probably intro.
Go ahead, do the intro. I can't wait
All right,
to see what we have in store today.
Oh yeah. Okay, you're gonna let me start it.
Go ahead.
Welcome to go. Welcome to Go With Your Palate, where we talk about wine. No, wait, hold on a second.
Entrepreneurship.
Hold on a second.
No.
Hold on a second. Okay.
It's not working?
No. Okay, hold on a second. Welcome to Go With Your Palate with Joe Wagner and Chris Rubio, aka Fat Mario. This is a podcast where we talk about wine.
I thought, am I supposed to wait?
No, you say
I'm kidding. Entrepreneurship. I'm just trying to fuck with you in your dumbass voice. Entrepreneurship. And
Whatever the fuck else.
yeah. Fuck yes. We have our
I was told not to laugh, so I'm holding it in.
I know you're just
Jesus.
sitting there trying to not make any noise.
Oh
so
my God.
welcome, Sabina. This
you.
is the social media mogul out here that we have as our first guest on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the pod.
as you can see, it's a fun time.
I can tell.
So I don't know if we want to jump right into the questions here, but I think first we should just ask Sabina,
Yeah.
like, what does an average day look like for you?
Oh, geez. An average day. I don't think there's an average day for us. I mean,
Yeah, I should mention these two work together.
Yeah.
Well, we all three work
Yes.
together, I guess, but really it's the two of them doing all the planning, coordinating, getting it all done, and then I just get to come up and, have some fun, and then I leave, and they clean up the mess.
Yeah, and we have
basically.
and Sabina's the social media expert.
Yeah.
Mogul. I think she prefers mogul.
Mogul.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mogul.
is that what you were using?
Either
Mogul?
one, I mean,
Mogul.
it's very fitting.
Mogul. Wait, say mogul.
Mogul.
Mogul. Can you say mogul?
Mogul?
Am I saying it weird?
Yeah, you say it with like an accent. I don't know what your accent is.
I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Anyways,
You get the Rutherford accent.
the Rutherford. I like how Rutherford has its own accent.
So day in the life, like a shooting day. But before the shooting, what do you do like to plan for
Okay.
that content?
So on a shooting day. So I guess we would come in with a content list. We would have researched what's trending, what we need to fill our buckets, what we think is exciting. And then we would have that list for you. We would review it with you. We would shoot it with you. We would do take 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
if you're on board with it, and then we edit it and upload it.
So I think people are going to be really interested to hear, how do you assess and determine what trends like on TikTok? Let's just go
yeah,
to.
that's
You're just
true.
jumping right into the
Are
meat.
we?
I like
So
it.
let's just
Into
go.
the meat of it.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't even see the questions. Chris does all this.
What is this?
Chris
page
does all this
3?
work to prep and shit, and I just walk in and I'm like, fucking shoot, let's go. Okay, so let's be specific on TikTok
Yeah.
because that's been the biggest up and coming, and I mean it's mature now, but like it's grown substantially, especially for the wine sector, just in recent 18 months. So
I think it's still lacking in the wine sector, to be honest. But
well, it went from like
it's
zero.
grown. It's for sure grown, and you led
to-
the way on that. So
Well, I mean, I wasn't doing the shooting or the posting, but
You're so humble.
so
I was just the star.
Look at him get so red. Can I just give let's just start like a little backstory. Is that it took Joe a long time to even consider being on social media.
Yeah.
Fair
Alright.
enough, though, because look at what social media was back then.
Okay, here we go. See, she's
Right?
experting right now.
I'm not experting, but it's a fair enough hesitation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I always had the hesitation of like exposing myself and my thoughts, right? Because
Sure.
in this cancel culture that we live in, which fuck cancel culture, keep your opinions to yourself. If you don't like what somebody says, then say something that they don't like. It's that easy. Fucking dumb shits.
Just watch her take a big drink. I forgot to warn about it. This is your first time. No, he does this. He fucking. You gotta be just along for the ride. You just ended up not sleeping at night.
So I didn't want to do it. You know what broke the mold was the pandemic. And that's when we started doing a lot of stuff behind the camera because that's how we communicated with our customers. And so I wanted to be able to still have that connection like we used to, which was all in-person connections. And that was gone for, 2 years for California, but like pretty much the nation. It was like just really a really weird period of time. So that got me comfortable in front of a camera. And so Sabina, you brought this up, and I was really resistant to it. Mm-hmm. And finally, I think you did your first like little shoot day to test it out, and then it was like, okay, yeah, let's. I'm feeling comfortable. Let's go ahead and do this.
I mean, even after that first shoot day, though, like you were still hesitant, and I didn't want to. Like, I put on a brave face, and I was like, no, it's gonna work. I had no idea if it was gonna work, to be honest, after that first shoot day. But the way that TikTok has evolved, I'm so glad we got in when we did, because now it's like more of an educational, like, I don't know, it's less like girls dancing.
Yeah, well, so that was
that
was your pitch, and you saw that. Not that that's a like quote unquote trend on TikTok,
but every
a trend
platform
for the
evolves.
business.
Yes.
Right. And when you mentioned that in the early days of it, you're like, it's going towards educational and DIY, that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, that makes sense now, because it's like, what am I gonna fucking dance around? Like, no, again, like, so it worked out good timing for sure. Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was about so we've been in it now for over a year.
Over a year.
It's got to be going like 18 months.
Yeah.
And so 18 months, and from when we kind of like started this whole venture, now you're up to over 400,000 followers on TikTok.
Are you asking me?
You don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Which is insane growth.
Yes.
Not only are we over 400,000 followers, we're at like 10 million on average, 10 million views per week, which is insane.
Praise.
That is a lot. That's a lot of eyes.
So I think
ton of eyes.
And then I called you up, I don't know, 6 months ago, and I was like, I think I want to shut down our TikTok.
You did? I don't remember this.
Because
she blocks that stuff out probably. She was like,
yeah, she's like, that's not happening.
Yeah,
not on my watch. I have like a year worth of content.
Why were you scared of blocking? I mean, what?
Because,
I don't remember this.
Well, first of all, I'm scrolling back to find out what date we did our very first post. But while I do that, because I was getting recognized more as a TikToker in public than
right. That's right.
a winemaker.
Yep.
And I was like, this is not what I got in this business for. But I will say
you didn't get in for this?
God.
Yeah, no. Do you think I would have ever done this? Like walk around the catwalk in an Elvis outfit, which that's a dope ass Elvis. That was like,
cool.
yeah.
That was a crazy idea you had, but that was good.
Okay, here we go. So it was 2021, September of 2021. So we're almost 2 years in.
Yeah.
But I think it was like that might have been like the first one, but then didn't we kind of take us? Well, yeah. I mean, I guess if that's technically.
I mean, that was the very first one. That was the neon.
Oh, okay.
But back then we didn't take as an aggressive an approach. I mean, we were posting maybe twice a week, but still.
Yeah, we dove into it,
crazy.
but that's awesome.
So why don't you tell us about posting? What is your strategy on posting? I want to get back into the trends.
And that's what we're circling back.
So let's go back to let's start with trends and then go to posting strategy.
Okay.
So how do you determine what trends are working right then, and what kind of what type of trend? Is it a music trend? Is it a dance trend, or like
Yeah, so it's interesting. I think that you bring up trends because it's not really a thing anymore. To go viral, it used to be hop on the trends, do the trends, and you'll go viral. Now it's what authentic videos can we push forward? So you have people behind, well, okay, I guess maybe we should say how a video goes viral on TikTok. That might be helpful. It's about the number of eyes and the amount of engagement, but it's about the comments, really. So if people are commenting back and forth, that's why those videos that a lot of people argue in the comments, those are so viral. Everyone wants something to say, so TikTok views that as, wow, this is a big discussion point for the platform. So let's push it out.
So you want something that's controversial. Like, you almost want content that is going to start an argument in the comments to drive traffic.
It almost always works.
Basically what you...
I mean,
I'm not saying that you should do that as a strategy for your brand, but it almost always works if you're just trying to go viral.
Well, I know I've noticed that when I say something and people get all pissed off about it and they start trash talking, and then there's
great.
responses.
I love
and
it because we're going viral.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so it's moved to that now. So it's not trends so much as it is.
Yeah. So
I
mean,
would say letting yourself be out there and your opinion be out there, and then if it's offending somebody, then you're gonna have the counter offense as well, and then it just moves up the ladder.
That's a hack for going viral. I mean, going viral doesn't always mean like gaining followers or gaining an audience. That's just your quick hack for how do we make this one video go viral. From there, you can tag off of that and create other videos into a series to help sort of your case in that followership. But that's just a hack to go viral. But the trend thing and just being organic and authentic, the platform pushes those videos more than they did 2 years ago.
Oh.
It used to be what trend, what sound, let's hop on that, you're going to go viral. And they do that for some artists.
So you've seen the
and sounds,
algorithm
but
change into being focused on original content.
Every 3 months I do an algorithm update for both Instagram and TikTok, and it's always changing. I'm using my hands a lot.
That's
I've
okay.
noticed.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
You're Italian, right?
No.
Oh, well. I mean, maybe we're rubbing off on you.
So this is Sabina's first time like in front of a camera kind of thing, and
this
so
is my first pod.
yeah. So she's just getting used to it. So
Yeah.
we'll be easy on her.
Yeah. You don't go easy on me.
It's because you're my bitch.
Oh, dude. No,
Wait, so I gotta ask. So Andrew Tate, Donald Trump, those guys that are very controversial figures.
Yeah, but everyone's talking about them. They're going viral, right?
So is that if you're to whore yourself out for social media, that's the quick and easy way.
It's a hack to go viral. Viral doesn't always mean a followership. It doesn't always mean good messaging behind your name or your brand. So it's just a hack to make that video go viral. Put a strategy behind that, and I think it's great. If you say like our oh god, what are the ones where it's fact or myth? Those are great because then it's a strategy behind it and we can roll it into a series, you know?
Yeah.
What is he showing?
Art wanted to show us. Studies have found that people who communicate through active gesturing tend to be evaluated as warm, agreeable, and energetic.
Wow.
There you go. So keep on using those hands.
3 things I would describe myself as.
Okay, so
I'm not your bitch. Got it.
More gestures.
That's right.
I was really surprised.
Sorry, my Heart 35 kicked in. Was just like pissed off. I was sitting here just steaming, dude. I was just steaming, just looking at you. I wanted to pull your hair out of your face, put it on my face, and then tell you I'm not your bitch.
Hold on, is this the whatever the fuck else portion? Just to clarify.
Everything is. There's no structure to this at all.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Sorry,
I was surprised that it took so long for you to retort to my comment. But
I didn't want to interrupt, but then I wanted to be polite. You guys kind of had a good thing going. So
okay.
I was waiting.
Thanks. Yeah.
I'm polite.
Well,
see me talking with my hands?
Maybe
I'm
you
agreeable.
Maybe you shouldn't
I'm
ask.
friendly.
Don't ask
energetic.
dumb questions.
What?
Don't ask dumb questions.
I'm about to ask a real good one. You ready?
Oh God.
I'm glad that we went
To the
over the
expert.
trend and stuff, but this is to you because it's important.
Okay.
And I want this to be recorded.
The expert.
Do you remember? So we were enticed because before, like, let's just be honest. When we started doing this at the beginning, that there was a good amount of kind of like naysayers. There were some people being like, "Dude, you guys aren't this TikTok thing. Like, this is not going to work out, right?" You know?
Of course.
And we're like, "Okay, so you're gonna be the underdog. That's cool." And you come up. So we were always kind of getting enticed by the markers we'd hit. Remember when 100K first came, right? And then we threw a surprise party. So anytime these 100K markers happen, 100K,
Was
200K,
that for 100K?
No, I think it was like the 200.
There was a 200K.
There was a 200K.
Oh.
Let me tell
Walk
the
in the
story
office.
because you had
No,
a
that was
meeting.
300. That was 300.
Was that 300?
With the Taco Bell.
Wait,
That was
okay, we
300.
brought in a whole bunch of Taco Bell into the office. We got
Yeah.
actually got 300 shot glasses full of vodka.
Yeah, sure did.
And then we all had set up, like, everyone's there surprised, but you had this meeting set up with a whole bunch of executives from, can we say
Distributors.
where they were from? I think they were from Southern.
Yeah, yeah.
So all these
So they're all there.
So tell it, because you were not happy.
They were,
But you did that, like, fake smile shit that you do, you know? You're like, oh.
Like, wow, I
hey,
love
guys.
my team.
Yeah, maybe, was that when you decided you were going to call this off?
Yeah.
I think we found it.
I think
got
that might
an
have been the
email the
moment.
next day.
I think we found it. But tell us what it was like being you.
I think that might have been the moment. I could smell something fishy when I was walking into the office, and walk in there, and it's like everybody there, and balloons and everything, and phones out. Yeah, and
hard like the talk.
and like I needed to
Yeah.
make it quick because I had all of the execs there and wanted to meet with them, and I think they were like, "What the fuck is going on with this company?" And it's like, we are marketing wine to sell that through you guys. Like that's it's like
Yeah.
do you like it or not? Because this is helping the industry. No, it was I was totally game for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't the whole
Oh.
meeting shift
Yeah,
though,
but
after
you were
that?
telling us about the meeting.
Yeah.
You
the
wanted to
topic
talk
of the
about your
meeting
topic.
was TikTok.
Well, but they're all so you got to think
Which
these
is
guys
hilarious.
these guys are all like older than me, right? So you're talking 50 to 60 typically. Like these guys are in their prime. They've been like they're veterans of the industry.
So they all had TikTok, of course.
So they don't know they don't know a fucking thing about social media, but they know that when something catches and people
Yeah.
are watching, then there's going to be growth that follows, right?
Yeah.
At least there's going to be attention paid to not necessarily just our wine brands, but wine in general, and that's one point I want to get back to in a second. But yeah, so. And we got our guys in there too, and they're like very much by the book. It's like, no, we got these things to go over, so they wanted to like curtail all the conversations. Meanwhile, Southern was trying to like keep going back to this to not talk about any of the business stuff. So it was pretty awkward, but it turned out good. Yeah.
Well,
But okay, I got to talk about the whole point of it, right? So social media, and for us, whether that's TikTok or Instagram, but really at this point, we're looking at the next generation of wine drinkers, right? Mm-hmm. They're coming of age. Many of them are already at age, and how do you appeal to them? Because this business is so dusty in its marketing tactics. Mm-hmm. Like there's like barely any new thought that goes into it, and when you have a way to get people excited, like the next generation, I mean, they're drinking White Claw. I mean, I'm drinking High Noon right now. So how do you migrate them? from
no one
this.
do that. You put yourself on blast, but yeah.
It's all right. It's watermelon, and thank you, Sabina, for bringing it.
Of course.
I know it's
My
rare that
favorite.
on a work day I have somebody being like, "Hey, you want a High Noon?" I'm like, "Sure."
Yeah.
So when I looked at that, I thought this is like a really important part of like how we progress the wine business and make it exciting. And so I think we've done a good job of that to the point where you have. Sabina, you've already done some tutorials with other wine companies.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's something like I push on every friend of mine that's in the wine business to get involved on these platforms and to have fun with it. And I'm not kidding. Like not even a single one of them is even going to consider it.
Oh.
Why?
Because they're all of this mindset like, no, I don't want to put myself out there like that. I don't, I want to
It
live
is
my
a
private
scary
life.
thing to be behind the camera. That is a huge piece of it, is being comfortable behind the camera.
It is, but you and it's not a lot of people that you can ask to do this because you have spokespeople who get seen through right away.
Yep.
Nobody wants to hear from a spokesperson. It's like, okay, you're just a mouthpiece for whatever the marketing department wants
It's
you to
like,
say.
who even are you? Yeah.
Yeah. You need to be a person that's actually in the shit, making the wine, in the vineyards, that kind of thing, that has the knowledge of it. And there's like, I mean, maybe a dozen people that I'd put on the roster that could do that. But a dozen people would be a huge change in the visibility of wine on TikTok if they were doing it and working together. And so I keep encouraging them, and like, it's like we got an open door. You've got you want to, build a social media team.
Yeah.
Come in, talk to our social media team, learn what they're doing, stay in contact. Like, you've got to have a group and a kind of mentality of how we all work together and benefit the industry, not just ourselves. And that's a big part of it. So, and you've done a couple of those, and they're very appreciative of it.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen them jump in yet.
Which is so crazy to me because the amount of eyeballs we've had on our product, it's free marketing. There's no risk to it. I don't understand why people aren't jumping. And I do get being nervous being behind a camera or what have you. But you can just have your product and be behind camera. Some people even just have a mascot and they're behind camera. So it's like there's different ways to do it, but you will never know unless you try.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And jump in. There's no risk
That's
to
it. I think you just got to jump in, and after doing it so many times, you get comfortable with it. You find your groove.
Yeah.
And if it works, then it works.
And know
keep going.
that your first 2 months to 3 months to 6 months, you're not going to get any viral videos, and they're all going to suck. You have to know that because the algorithm is just now learning your content. So they're going to suck.
That's a good point.
Yeah. You have
And then
to
you
jump
can
in
always
knowing
go
that they're
back
gonna
and
be
anything
bad.
that wasn't performing well that you don't want.
Repost it, see how well it performs. Yeah.
That I was going to say the reposting thing is really interesting to me.
Yeah.
When you told me about that, I was like,
yeah.
that's a really cool idea because you may have had some really amazing content a year ago that didn't have the reach that it would today to see where it potentially could have gone.
And not only that, but you're scrolling through so many videos per day. You think you remember a video you saw a month ago even. So, and not only that, but a fraction of the people get to see it, and then you repost, and a whole new fraction of people get to see it.
So you're really
Or
just sharing
different
the love.
variations of it. Exactly.
Yeah. So they
But
get it.
it's just, I don't know, a really strong marketing technique. If you're an influencer or if you're a brand, I recommend it for both.
And beyond wine, like this isn't just
For all of it, yeah.
like
TikTok
everything.
in general.
And I think it was the first time where we
Instagram
got to
as
see
well.
wine actually get fun, which was great to see this team come together. Is I think that, we've been talking so long about the spirits and the seltzers. Always get to do the fun stuff, the risky stuff. And I think that that's what's been great is to see you kind of break the mold first to be like, hey, you can still do the fun stuff. Like, we're all like in it together. And then it's cool. Like, encouraging them to jump in because this is really the law of abundance. There's enough for everybody, and
Yeah.
the more
It
that come
truly
in,
is.
we
There's
can
no
like,
limit.
make comfortability,
Yeah.
and the fact that like, I think it's so great to have someone like you that's like good with. You're good at it too. Like, is that. Look, the haters are gonna come, but being able
It's
to be
so
like,
fun.
like it's just like kind of like let the haters hate, watch the money pile up. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying,
literally-
like them
it gives us-
coming and talking smack, and then you
Yeah.
being able to go back and have it. That's right.
It also gives us
That
ideas
translates
for
to it.
new videos, so keep the ball.
That's
rolling,
my
you know?
that's one of my
Talk about
favorite
that.
parts.
Love it.
That's where TikTok started that, right?
But it's sort of like, okay, I know you're being a dick about it, but thank you for asking that because that helps us clarify a video for
Yeah.
you.
It progresses the educational component. of it.
Yes, I don't
in
mind
a-
it whatsoever.
in a fun way. So it took me a while to get used to that because those first like hate comments, those did hurt my feelings. I mean, they still kind of
As
do.
they
I'll look in the
would,
mirror
as
sometimes
they
and be like,
would.
do I look like that guy from that trailer park show?
oh, that really
Ricky.
hit you. Yeah,
that
Ricky.
one. Like
Ricky.
I'm not
Can we bring up Ricky from Trailer Park Boys?
Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer
yeah.
Park Boys, Ricky. I was a big fan of that show. I still am. I mean, it's a
But
good
you know what?
show.
At the end of the
I
day,
didn't know who it was.
I love myself
The Canadian-
enough. I'm not gonna go try to change my look.
Oh, I thought you took
I'm
that
okay
as a
with this.
compliment. Dude, we were in
I
a
mean, the
snowboarding
other-
line.
the
and
other
you got
half
Bert
of the-
Krishner, and you've been
I got
Krishner.
Bert Krishner.
yeah.
I did.
Oh, you blocked it.
I blocked that shit out of my memory.
This is Ricky, dude. Wait, what about the one with the blue eyes right there? That look that to the left art right there. Can we bring that one up?
He's
Aw.
a redhead.
I don't see it.
Okay, hey, thanks guys.
Look at the
Should
shirt.
I-
Can you get that shirt with the flames?
Should I just leave? Yeah, I'll go
He's
call.
awesome,
I'll go
dude.
call Guy Fieri and see if I can borrow one of his.
Oh, in case you know, he really likes Guy.
I've had a couple interactions with him, and
They were all pleasant.
yeah,
Just
l-
very
less,
humble guy.
Alright.
less than
Thank you.
impressed as a human.
But-
But there's a lot of people like that. That's the crazy thing too, is that guy,
People
and I
love
hate
to
to I hate
touch
to
it.
call him out because I don't want to be like trash talking, but like that guy is so cool and fun on TV, like
Oh,
just so
Guy.
lively, yeah. And then you meet him in person, and he's the guy that's like an asshole to the servers, and just like, you're like, dude, and that I've always felt like that's something everybody should live by, right? How do you treat a server? How do you treat somebody that's in the service industry?
I agree.
When you're there, and if you're a dick to them, like, why even have the like issue of having two personalities with the level of experience of the person you're talking about? Just treat them all the same. Either be a dick full time, or be nice full time.
I agree.
So he's one of those. So
can I just say you look more like Dionysus to me?
Fuck you.
No, that's a compliment. That is.
I was being the nice guy you're talking about, taking your advice. You've been through a lot. He has, though, because you do get a lot of comments. But again, I just want to say that I hope that also inspires people, because I like how you look at it as, I'll see you like get excited. You'll be like, this is an educational opportunity. I think that's what happens a lot in social media, right? Where there's a lot of people just saying shit that didn't even do a little Google. Like, you know what I mean? They'll
zero.
Full conviction, just like, this. And then it gives you an opportunity to actually more education. And that's what, right? Yep. I mean, that's what it was about. It wasn't like the main focus for you, education.
That right? is the main focus.
We want
on
entertainment.
Yeah.
We have entertainment, but like.
But no, that's what we learned is that, and that's where Sabina brought that up. It's like, and that's where the trends started. Was what I'd say, where you have to have the entertainment piece.
Oh, absolutely.
But then can you add the education piece into it seamlessly? And I think we've done a pretty good job of that. But this would not be a strategy that I would have ever come up with. That's just not something I would have thought of, because I was never on social media, so I don't really know what people were looking for.
Well, honestly, for me, it came up because we were looking how to advertise our wines online, so digital marketing, and it was like, how the hell can we do it differently? Because the wine category is so saturated, and I think this was the perfect answer for all of that. I mean, we get the educational components in it, but it's also, how do we do it differently? So.
And what's really interesting about that is that we can't promote our wines.
Yes.
Like, correct. We're actually on TikTok, we're not promoting our wines. We're just putting out content and education.
The best way to advertise. It's like a chef's kiss, right? Like, how do you advertise without advertising to someone?
Well, and I guess I hadn't thought about it until now, really, but maybe that's the buffer where the big companies can't get into it, because they don't actually have a person that's an owner that can take those risks and expose kind of their thought on it.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're just talking about our wines. We're not out there promoting. We're not
even really talking about it. Honestly, it's just so subliminal, which is what we're going for. But I don't know.
It's working well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you find out a lot about social, like, for example, I don't think we could have ever imagined how much people love wax.
Which is perfect, because now we're known as the waxed wine. When someone goes to the store, they see that and they recognize it immediately. It all just really fell into play, like, so well.
Yeah, and I think that's a great opportunity about that, and then even also in the wine showers.
Yes.
But I was going to ask.
Still a little bitter about that one. Sorry, guys. You ruined 4 access points, Joe. I had to replace those bad boys.
And during the wine shower?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Thanks for letting me know. You mean they just got doused from the underside in wine?
I got calls from the winemaker. Our Wi-Fi is not working. Like, there's like saturated.
Oh my God.
I didn't know that.
And then I saw the TikTok. Oh, okay, I get it.
That's so funny.
Art's sitting there. He's like, who the fuck is shooting wine at the ceiling at this volume to ruin 4 of these access points?
It got pretty
That'd
bad.
be me, Art. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, Art.
Maybe you should cover them in the future, Art. Did you ever think of that?
How's it? And I know it used to be a thing too with searching. Do you still think that when running these platforms, as a piece of advice to say other wineries that might want to get into it, your reach is also affected by what you're looking at? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it was cold, Hanjo.
I was fucking freezing.
So you like this? I mean, were you expecting this, like that it was going to be like this shower?
That's kind of how we designed it, yeah.
You knew what was coming. You knew how cold it was going to be.
I actually did not know how cold it was going to be, and it was like an unseasonably cold day.
It was freezing.
Yeah,
Like
it
that-
was freezing.
that
It was
was
actually rained.
freezing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
Yeah, you could
like
see the
usually
rain.
that time of year it's like really nice out and sunny, and it was cold that day, and the wine was chilled down to like 40 something degrees, I
Oh
think.
my god.
You were doing like a Wim Hof method of your own. You should talk to the
Well,
Iceman.
And it was burning in
'Cause,
your
like,
eyes,
yeah.
right?
The eyes were maybe the worst.
Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
think the wine is soaks into your skin? Like, do you think? Like,
Oh,
you were under
absolutely.
there for a long time, so
Yeah.
you kind of got fucked up.
I was definitely. I shouldn't have driven. I'll say that.
mean, you did it.
I didn't. No, I did not check my BAC.
All
but,
right, what is it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I was like right there.
You were
right
on a
there.
little 50. I just saw you take off on your little 50, and we didn't see you for the rest of the day.
Passed out in the vineyards.
But yeah, but that was like some of the fun stuff. So just to go back, I was asking because I knew this is like the fun stuff that you can like figure out is that so it could be affected by what you're looking at too, not just what you're posting. Is that still like correct, or has that been
The
changed?
algorithm?
Yes.
I mean, there's these little hacks and tweaks that I
Ooh,
swear by, and that's one of them.
Are we gonna lay this one down?
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want
Yeah.
I
I,
mean-
think let's
I can
go
edit
into
it out.
detail
Is
on
it
that.
okay- Is it
I
okay?
mean-
Because could we give one? This was one secret.
Is this a secret?
Well,
Yeah.
this is a premium episode, right? People have to pay for it. So I'm
Okay, you have to pay
assuming-
for this. This is like when it pops up. It's
Right.
like, you want to continue?
If you want to
now?
continue, yeah.
Join
Right?
our Patreon today.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is where we start our Patreon. All right, but this is cool because I believe it does work. So please.
I fully believe it works. So I believe that you have to start a new TikTok account. We're just talking TikTok, right? I'm assuming.
Yes, we'll just
Yeah.
focus on TikTok.
You start
keep
a
it
new TikTok account and you have to post your first TikTok within 2 weeks. Nothing after that, because then you just have to start a new one. I don't know why any of these are the way they are, but that's insider information, let's just say. And then you change your algorithm based off of your ideal audience. So you have to be in the mindset of your audience and start scrolling through and watch the videos that your audience, you think your audience would watch. And you tailor your own algorithm and For You page to what your audience would be watching. So I swear those two hacks are part of it.
Yeah. So it is start fresh. Focus on following and viewing the audience that you want.
Correct.
Yeah.
Be in the
Okay.
mindset of your audience and just act as they would. Comment on videos that you think that your audience would interact with and that sort of thing.
So let me ask you this: when you're scrolling through,
On
So-
our TikTok account.
or or on just say like any TikTok account. So
Okay.
are they watching? Is your personal algorithm being built based off of
Yes.
what you're watching in its entirety?
Yes.
Okay, so it's watching the whole clip, and also
not only that, but what
commenting
you
and
Google and what you do on other platforms, you have to act on that device how you would want your audience to act. It works out great because I have two phones, one personal and one for work. So that's why it works so fluently on that one.
That's why I get so much weird shit on my phone. I've always wondered. It's like
Whatever you're Googling
I mean, it's
or
like men's
talking about,
multivitamins to like articles on. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
That's your weird shit.
I don't want to go into my weird shit.
multivitamins popping up, dude. Are these some aminos in here? Has it got some carnitine?
No, like literally just happened. It was like
Ashwagandha?
I had watched something
Joe.
and it was like
Oh.
it was. I've never wanted to do that. Yeah. No, it's like that. You need like magnesium for like healthy,
You do.
blood flow for
Yeah,
like
you do.
for your blood
Yeah.
pressure or whatever else. And I just like happened to see that, and then I was talking about it, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden I got the ad for like men's multivitamins with magnesium,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this is
But
fucked up.
also,
But yeah, it's true.
Are you Googling Are you Googling or are you searching on TikTok? So should I be taking or benefits to taking magnesium? Are you Googling it or are you TikToking it?
Oh no, I just said it.
Oh, you said it out loud.
Yeah, with my phone next to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Which actually, this is crazy too. So
you just wait. Hold on a
You
second.
just sit
your
there.
phone is
Hold on.
listening to you all
Okay,
the time.
You just say it. You talk to your
What?
phone.
No, I was having a conversation with another human being
Okay.
about what I just heard,
Yes.
and
Your phone's always listening.
my phone is listening.
And so then your phone, yeah.
So this is
course,
great.
but-
So Alexa, I'm just gonna go into like quick little AI thing.
Yeah.
So
Oh, we'll get there too.
and I just learned this through Grace, who's my youngest child. She's 9, and
Yeah.
and so she'll say something like, can you play this song, whatever it is, and Alexa will say, "Is this Gracie?" Recognizing her voice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting
creepy.
smart
Wait,
real
is that
fast.
is that like for protection? Because like it wants to see if it can answer stuff a kid's asking.
Well, I don't
compared
think
to an
she's got a
adult?
password. It's like, "Is this Gracie?" Yeah. What's your password? She's like, there's none of that. It's just like,
Yeah.
It's just recognition.
It's just
I
recognition,
think it's
right?
well, I think
Okay.
it's recognition, but then it's also logging that, call it a consumer profile in the background, right?
It's building her algorithm.
Yeah, it's building
Yeah.
her algorithm. And so how much spread is there between all these platforms,
That's
including
neat.
Alexa?
I think that's so cool.
I mean, and you could either use it, harness that to be like more efficient in your life,
Yep.
or
Be afraid of it.
be afraid of it and live like way out in the middle of nowhere off the grid, right? You have those two choices. One way or another, the middle ground, like you don't survive there.
Yeah.
You got to either just be a part of it or let it go.
Full send.
Full send.
Full send. Okay, so I had like 2 thoughts. One was actually a fun game though that I played recently with some people, which was fun. Was like, they all have to have their TikTok accounts, and you have them go for like their For You page or have them cycle through their. Yeah, she was there.
It has to be off guard though.
You do it. Or
So
tell,
you say pull up your phone on the screen, connect it to the monitor, and scroll through your top 10 videos on TikTok because it shows what you've been looking at.
Yeah.
And so we did one of our friends.
And then it's like whoever
was
has a
just
thirst
women
trap
dancing.
pop up first.
Yes, they lose.
Yeah,
lose.
they lose.
Yeah.
And so we'd have everyone going at, but who won,
Guy
Savita?
or girl thirst trap.
Yes, guy or girl. Who won, Savita?
One meaning didn't have the thirst trap.
Whose thirst trap showed up first? Or
Oh,
Wait,
I mean that was almost instantly. Love the guy to death.
no,
Wait. So
I thought it was.
do you win if that's it, or you lose if you have a thirst trap as your first?
You? No,
Depends.
it depends. Actually, you could say if your thirst trap pops up first that you win or lose. You can set those. You set that up before you go.
Okay.
But we were doing it with the you would lose. Because you have people going up saying that they're not
That sounds
looking at that.
That sounds
right?
interesting. So who is the opposite end of the spectrum?
I forget actually.
Me.
I think was it you?
Because she was using my account.
What I think is funny though is sometimes we'll get up with but we do get requests from Joe where he's just like, "Hey, I want you to research like lingerie
I have
for
to
the
go on
special
my
project
other-
that I'm doing."
Right.
Dude, I'm serious. I'm trying to explain that something. It's like, of course, a thirst trap pops up right away.
I got one for you. I remember I was doing research for Joe, for me and Marcel. So I'm sitting at home, just browsing through websites for swimsuits, and the wife walks up and wants to know, what the hell are you doing? I had to do some explaining.
Yeah, how'd that go? You didn't show up at work.
Oh,
or
yeah,
anything.
she didn't believe me until she saw the product line.
Wait, I was just wondering because Joe too, he'll screw with you too. I bet you're like, "Hey, just call Joe," and he'd be like, "I'm not swimsuits. I make wine. What? This is weird."
I would do that.
I knew
pretty
you
good.
would too.
Or what the hell are you talking about, man? Why would I make swimwear? Jesus.
I'm a winemaker.
I have a story for horrible bosses now.
It's interesting that you talk about that because TikTok or social media in general is becoming one of the most searchable platforms over Google. It's quickly surpassing it. So it's like, back to the magnesium thing. Would you rather Google what are the health benefits of magnesium and read through your articles, or is the attention span wanting a 10-second video that goes, these are the 10 benefits to magnesium,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And link in my bio to go shop it. It's all right there.
Yeah.
So it's
And-
quickly surpassing Google, which is insane to me, which also tells me everybody needs to jump on the platform.
Well, so what's next? Because is TikTok just going to continue to thrive? I know they just launched their first like Instagram.
Lemonade, it already went away.
Was it? Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
What was it called? Luminate.
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Yeah.
You had an
Lemon
account.
with an 8. You had an account, yeah.
Look at this. He's like,
Wait, so
I told you. Yeah, he really paid
they killed it that quick.
The people killed it.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like
Yeah.
TikTok was like, all right, it's not
still
working,
there,
it's not
but
catching.
yeah.
And then you got Instagram jumping into Reels, which is to
They're trying really hard
Yeah.
to catch up with TikTok. I think that's what's happening. Is everything that any other platform does, whether it's Twitter with the now Threads, or YouTube or TikTok, they are trying to become the hub for all of your social media. But their algorithm is not as good as TikTok. It's
so it all
insane
comes
how
down to the
good
algorithm.
I mean, it's pretty spot on, and it keeps you entertained for hours.
So do you think that as a wine brand, when you have a successful wine brand, you can easily just go through SKU prolification, right? Where you're like, all right, we make Pinot Noir, and everybody loves it. They like the brand, they know it. Now let's make a Cabernet, a Chardonnay, a Riesling, a Gewürztraminer, Merlot, or whatever. Like, go down the list of like all of the shit you can just toss out there. But you still have the lead being Pinot Noir. Now, is it really worth it making, a small amount of Riesling just to have that shelf space if it's not going to be like a successful product?
See, and I love this about you because you think differently. Normal people, right, would say, let's go down the line and build them all out. Let's make them all, right?
Well, and so that's what it looks like social media is doing right now, where Instagram seems like they're adding on all of these things to be Twitter, to be TikTok. And it's like, but the core of their business of why they were successful is like the customer that they have is they like the platform. They like the, how the interface is and whatever else. Same thing with TikTok. So I think if TikTok is trying to become an Instagram wannabe or have a segment of their business be an Instagram thing, it's like, well, you've already lost that consumer because there's already the leader.
Yeah.
And same
I
thing
mean,
with...
look at Facebook. They have Marketplace, they have games, they have all this random stuff, and it's just too complicated for people now. To be honest, it's not user-friendly anymore.
Yeah.
Facebook has
I think
games.
It's
So
Facebook
I think
is
that's
a
Have you guys been
great
there?
place.
I think that's a good point. Dude, I have not gotten on. I have not gotten on Facebook.
I do not like it.
Dude,
We sell our wine on Facebook.
Facebook's got like a whole world going on that there's no one there except. Sorry,
Dude, if I go,
except the grandma.
if I
They're
go,
still there. I'm wishing my son a happy 65th. It's like, oh,
They're-
Carol.
Yeah, they're still there.
Facebook's got bocce ball. It shuts down at 7.
if I go on my Facebook, I guarantee you, it's just a bunch of ex-girlfriends. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Do they have a? They have
They're like
they
in
have
their,
a group
they're in their
about
like
you.
late 30s, early 40s, and they're just like,
Oh,
I've been thinking about you. Remember, it's like, stop.
oh my
Like,
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You-
And it's always the weird people who are. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I shouldn't say that, but they're still on Facebook. It's always
is
the
it?
weirdos, right? You go back on, you're like, what are you doing here? I'm
Yeah.
just here to look for a couch,
I don't know.
Couch.
Maybe not a
to-
couch.
yeah.
So I think that's a good point where if you try, the old adage of if you try to please everybody, you'll please nobody. Something like that.
Oh,
I
I like when
mean,
you
look
drop these
up
things.
the
Yeah.
Budweiser campaign.
Oh,
If
yeah.
What are you doing?
If you
I am
try,
Gonna get him?
If you-
I don't know. I'm not
She
even-
Doesn't know.
No, we're not touching that.
Okay.
Fuck that, Art.
I know,
fuck
but
that.
I'm just saying,
Hard stop.
you try and please everyone, it doesn't work.
Join us next time.
It's simple as
Yeah.
that. That's
Okay, I get-
that's gonna go down in the marketing
would.
textbooks. That campaign.
I totally get your point. And
you
guess
say-
what? Guess what? It was
What?
probably somebody in marketing there that hired.
It's a Coors Light
It's
employee. I promise you.
oh, that'd be hilarious.
They hired someone to be the mole.
But it's a marketing person that hired an agency, and the agency came up with this idea so that the marketing person was able to say if it failed, they'd be like, "Oh, it was the agency."
How about this? I think this is a great time. Who wants to taste some vodka?
I would love to taste some vodka.
All right, let's go for it.
Okay.